let's start with this, Jewell. First and very first of all, and I feel like the least expected of them all, Yasiel Puig signed a 1-year deal in the KBO with your Kiwoom Heroes.
Yes, I love the Heroes. I don't know. He's one of those guys. He's obviously the biggest name that's signed
Mm-hmm.
in the NPB or the KBO so far. But there's been a
Mm-hmm.
lot of guys signing over there, like legit guys who could like contribute to a big league team off the bench, like a Mike Tuckman and um, there's been I can't remember. There's been a
Well,
lot,
I
but
mean, our guy Paul Sewald came from the KBO.
oh, and our guy
Oh
Chris
no, it's Chris
Flexen.
Flexen. It was Chris Flexen. That's who it was. Sorry.
Flexen,
Yeah,
yep.
Chris Flexen had an outstanding year in the KBO in 2020, and then he comes to Major League
He was like
Baseball,
a
and
Cy Young finalist too.
yeah, he was awesome. He was the most consistent piece to the starting rotation when we were like, yeah, there's our fifth guy. That's fine.
And
But yeah,
it's
he
like,
was
oh,
like the man
that's
this
our
year.
second guy.
Yeah, he
It's like
was.
that's our two guy after now after Robbie Ray. Like
Yeah.
it's like that's our two guy. That can be our two guy.
Yeah, and he came back. He revitalized his career in the KBO. I'm curious if Yasiel Puig is going to do the same thing because they don't take much crap over there, and so I
No.
wonder if this is like something that he's doing to take a step in the right direction to kind of rehab his image because things
Oh, it
got a
has
little
to
wild in
be.
the Mexican League with him last
Oh,
year.
it did. And this absolutely has to be like his agent Luba was like, this is it. This is all you're gonna get.
Mm-hmm.
No team's gonna sign you to a major league contract. You're 30 almost. Like no team's gonna sign you. This is the only place where you can get a deal. This is your last shot. You already blew it in South America. You basically blown it in the MLB,
Mm-hmm.
and now this is it. So I think it is a great move for him to reestablish himself with power in the outfield and to show that he can still play and contribute.
And if he's anything like he was when he was in MLB, like when he's playing for the Dodgers and the Indians, like if he's anything like that at all, he's going to destroy that league. He's just going to wreck it, which would be
Yeah,
good, which would be a lot of fun to watch. I mean, I hope if the lockout extends into the season, into spring training, things like that, I do hope the ESPN gets us KBO again because I'll watch it. I had a lot of fun
oh
watching
yeah,
it.
same.
I mean,
I mean,
I
Nick
still wear
Anderson
my
just
NC
signed out of
Dinos
the
inspired
KBO.
hat. What was that?
Yeah, Nick Anderson just signed with the Padres out of pitching in for Team USA, but before
Oh,
that
okay.
he was pitching overseas.
Okay, yeah. I mean,
He just signed
and,
a
and there's
3-year deal.
and there's nothing wrong with it either. I mean, Adam Jones
No,
played in Japan last year. There's
yeah.
nothing wrong at all with going overseas and playing. A lot of guys in the NBA when they go to like China or Spain or Italy or whatever to play basketball, it almost signifies the end of their career. But in baseball, it's almost like a pay raise to minor league baseball. Go get
Yeah.
yourself right, make $1.5 million over in
Well,
Korea
yeah.
or Japan or wherever, and then come back and then you're good to go. And in the
Yeah, no,
case of
because
Yasiel
it's
Puig, I really think it's mostly what it is an image rehab thing. Is that he's got to
oh yeah.
show that he can behave himself and he can get along with his teammates and get along with other guys on the field. And I was kind of bagging on Rachel Luba for a long time, being like, why isn't Puig playing in the big leagues? But I
No one
think
wants
this
him.
is, and that's exactly it. Is nobody wants him. Is that I was like, if she was as good of an agent as we all think she is, then he'd have a job. But I think this is actually a really smart move on her part to find somewhere for him to go,
Yeah. No,
to
he,
find a
he
place
needed
for him to
somewhere.
land.